Everybody, it's Viking Actual here, and today I wanted to showcase a really wonderful holster that I happen to have on me right now. You might be able to guess where it is. It's not concealed in my hip at all. It happens to be this bad boy. It is Hawaiian shirt season, my friends, so concealing your piece on you at all times is very easy to do now. Now, to begin with, this is a leather holster, and I have very strong feelings towards leather holsters. I think that they're very irresponsibly engineered and irresponsibly made. Let me explain exactly what I mean by that. A lot of leather holsters, right at the insert, have a flap that sticks up. Okay, your trigger well slips inside of there. And what'll happen over the years, especially being on your belt, is that flap will begin to contort and pull inwards. Now, this is also due to neglect. You have to take care of your leather products. What'll happen is if you don't have a safety on your firearm and you go to insert it in your holster, there is a good chance it will grab the trigger and your firearm will go off. You're going to shoot yourself or somebody around you. Now, I did reach out to a company called Craft Holsters. I was so intrigued, and I actually used to have one of their holsters many, many years ago. I had no idea they were still in business, and their business is booming right now. So I reached out to them and let them know that you guys had asked me several times about shoulder rigs, and I was interested in one myself. And I looked at their website and their products, and I was extremely impressed. So I'm very proud to announce that I happen to be working with them now, and I want to showcase the holster that I have on right now. So this is the Roto rig. It's by far one of their most popular shoulder rigs that they offer on their site, and this thing is extremely comfortable. Very comfortable. I wear this every single day since I've gotten it. I have done all of my mundane normal tasks. I am a stay-at-home father. I take care of my kids, so I always have something on me at all times. Having a rig like this is phenomenal. It, again, just makes it to where I can just do normal, average tasks. But it's so much more than that. It's so much more than the really beautiful, very well handcrafted Italian leather. It's so much more than the really super strong, really well done German stitching. It's the engineering part that is so fascinating about their holsters. A lot of companies aren't putting a ton of thought into their holsters. They're just making it to hold a gun. These have been specifically engineered to be safe and to be utilized in duty or everyday environments. I mean, they really put a ton of thought into this. So remember that issue that I was telling you about with a lot of holsters, which is as you go to insert your holster, it gets caught around this lip here. Well, that doesn't exist. All of this is reinforced, and it's engineered that way with that in mind, which I think is incredibly important. I did want to go into the basics with a good shoulder holster, right? So first of all, you want to go ahead and get this thing adjusted. Now, it is leather. Leather needs to be conditioned, it needs to be treated, it needs to be broken in. So your first adjustment with your holster, whenever it comes to your shoulder holster, you're probably going to end up having to adjust that again. Now, they do sell a break-in kit for their holsters. Very, very important, and it works wonderfully, actually. I've done all the old school tricks that I grew up doing that my grandfather showed me. He carried a leather holster his entire life until he passed away. Their break-in kit takes like literally months and months and months of break-in away. So their break-in kit, you use this, you spray the inside of their formula on the inside of your holster, and it makes for a really super smooth, fantastic draw whenever it comes to this. So, again, the way to adjust these bad boys, you want it to be about 3 inches below your armpit, right here, and on the other side for your magazine pouch, which is right where I've got it. It's very, very comfortable. I can bend, I can twist, I can move around, I can bend over if I want to. But let's go ahead and take a look at the back as well. If you look at the back, you'll notice that it's pretty well centered. Now, everybody's got a different body type, so mine's gonna ride up just a little bit higher. Some guys, typically, you want it to be that section there, dead center of your back. Get it there as much as possible. It still needs to be functional, and it still needs to fit you comfortably. So do keep that in mind. Also keep in mind that everybody's body type is gonna be a little bit different, right? So mine's gonna ride up just a little bit higher, and that's just because I'm kind of a bigger guy. And that's something to be said about this holster too. I've got mine adjusted here perfectly to fit me, but make no mistake about it, this will fit a much larger individual or even a much smaller individual. They give you all the hardware, everything that you need to adjust this to any body type. I seriously find it very hard to find any body type that this won't fit, which is important, man, because look, I'm a bigger guy and it's tough for me to find stuff that fits me properly. Now, let's get on to how the Roto holster works and why it's different from so many other leather holsters. So firstly, you notice that mine sits vertically. This is the most comfortable way that you're gonna have a shoulder holster. The other ones that sit horizontally, you're gonna have that poking out. It's gonna be a little harder to conceal. I find, for me, it gets in my way more whenever I'm doing my everyday mundane tasks, right? So this sits vertically, which I absolutely adore, but it doesn't really stop there. So firstly, once your holster is broke in properly, this is gonna slide in and out very, very easily. The tension on it is absolutely perfect. That's where I've got mine. So the button right here is a thumb actuation button. So the way that you draw from a shoulder holster is a two-stage draw. So the first thing that you're gonna do is you're immediately gonna grab your holster and actuate the thumb button. Then you're gonna reach this way. Now this is what makes this holster so much different. As soon as you grab your firearm, the holster rotates forward, making for a very clean draw, bringing your firearm forward. Now, a lot of folks will say that you can't really speed holster one of these, or excuse me, speed draw. I disagree. Now, I have been practicing with this. My speed draw is just for a very small amount of time. I've been wearing it every day for weeks now, but I admittedly haven't been practicing my speed draw probably for as long as I should. But I'm gonna show you, just off very little training with this, how fast you can actually draw from this. Now imagine if we spend as much time as we do with our other hip holsters practicing our speed draws. So I'm gonna show you really quickly how that looks. So that's a pretty fast draw for somebody that's only been, practicing that very small amount of time. And again, the break-in on this is absolutely gorgeous, and it's engineered to work for you. Okay, it's not working against you. It's not dangerous like so many of these other leather holsters are. Every single holster that they sell, that they put out, you're not gonna get it in 1 or 2 days. It's not gonna happen. They're not stamping these things out and just keeping a ton of stock. Every single holster they make is gonna be custom fit for your gun. So it's gonna take a couple of weeks to get, because they hand make every single one, and I think that that's fantastic. Now, the firearm that I have right now is the Gerson Regard MC. Mine's an FDE in black, and it has the rail on it here, okay? It is extremely hard to find a holster for this gun. It really is. The Gerson line alone, just so hard to find firearms for this, especially the really popular Canik TP9. It's a great firearm. I love that pistol. They custom make every single holster to your firearm. I have yet to find a single firearm that they don't have a holster for. But that's just not, it's not just about having the holster. It's also about finding a premium holster. There is a company that makes a holster for this gun. It's very, very cheap. Again, we just don't have the options. Huge companies like Safariland, they don't even offer a holster for this gun, which is just insane to me. Craft holsters really make sure that they're going to provide you with every need that you could possibly have whenever it comes to your firearm. I'm going to go ahead and link this Roto rig down below in my video. If you've got a Gerson Regard MC and you're looking for something that's a little more cleaner for your EDC, you don't want to have it on your belt. Look, these pistols are a little hard to conceal. I know that you can. Personally, I like to conceal mine with a shirt, or even like a baggy shirt, something like that, so I can have it very closely. And like I said, with a little bit of practice, you can really draw this weapon very, very, very quickly. And I've only been practicing, like I said, just a very small amount of time. Anyways, you guys go check them out. I think they're a phenomenal company. Their customer service is bar none. They talk to you like family. Again, they cater to your every need that you have got. Sorry about the dog barks in the background. I'm out here on the homestead today. Anyways, if you guys have any other questions, please let me know. Go and check their website out. Hopefully here soon I'll have a 5% discount code for you, which is going to be really cool, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I would never stand behind a company that I don't absolutely, completely, and totally believe in. So trust me when I tell you, we finally found a premium holster company out there that we can trust and isn't going to give you the runaround whenever it comes to their customer service. Every single one of their products comes with a 5-year warranty. So if anything happens with your hardware, if you got a strap that breaks, whatever it is, you reach out to them, bam, overnight they're going to get right back to you, which I think we all know finding good customer service is really hard nowadays. So I love standing behind a good company that has great customer service. Anyways, thanks again, guys, for listening to me rain off about this bad boy. Stay tuned. I'm going to be doing some other products of theirs that I think are just absolutely phenomenal, and I'm going to fine tune those products to things that I do all the time. Things like survival, camping trips, of course, everyday carry, being out with the wife and kids, grocery shopping, whatever it is. Stay strapped to get clapped, guys. Anyways, adios.